Mr. Austyn Curtis. Austyn, welcome to the show.
Glad to be here.
So your title is Director of the Live Shows and Live Sports Broadcasts.
Yes.
Yes. Tell us, what does that mean?
Well, I can show you if that's a little bit better.
Do we have to go? Do we have to leave?
No, no.
Okay.
David Rice is actually up in the control room right now.
Oh.
Typically, I operate a device called a video switcher, and that is a device that has other devices patched into it. Mm-hmm. You guys can throw up that picture if you want. So that's what the setup looks like upstairs. That's actually the desk that David Rice is behind right now. So if I tell David Rice to dissolve back out to us on camera 2, we're back on camera 2. Or if I say, ready 1, take 1, it's a single on you. If I say, ready 3, take 3, it's a single on me, as Brandon was moving the camera.
So you could be on my show every day and direct from right there.
I could direct, but I couldn't technical direct or TD. And that's another thing that I do while I'm directing, and that's the operation of actually pressing the buttons.
So the director tells and the technical director does the pressing.
Yes.
Nice. And TV directing, that's different than movie directing.
Very much, very much, yeah.
So Steven Spielberg, he's not pressing any buttons.
No.
And in the sports production unit, is there a difference in how you're directing or TDing there?
There's definitely a change in the flow of the broadcast.
It looks different.
Yes, it is. It's very different. And then, of course, in sports, you have different. Here's a shot of us actually in the trailer next to my lovely producer, Noah Baker. Sports is very much different in a sense of you're not just dealing with talking heads. Obviously, there's a lot more action. You get quite a bit of variation when it comes to different camera looks and camera shots. And then also, I mean, you have different equipment. You know what I mean? You have replay machines, graphics machines, stuff like that. All things that aren't necessarily a camera that are also, patched into the switch.
It's a lot. High pressure, fast paced. And the time flies for you when you're in there?
Yeah, a lot of the time I'll look at Noah, or we'll meet up with the talent after the game, and I'll say, "Hey, who won?" or "What was the final score?" You know what I mean? Because it's definitely something that requires a lot of your attention, and it flies by.
It's amazing.
Sure.
Because what we do with a handful of people, ESPN, they need 200 people.
Yeah, right. And there's definitely workarounds. You know what I mean? I definitely use things like automation to our benefit and creating single button presses that operate a lot of different commands and stuff like that, using macros and timelines and stuff like that. So it's doable in our sense, but I take a lot of pride in making other people's jobs, especially in the truck, easier by pre-programming stuff, so it's just easier to operate.
And you've had the opportunity to work for a network and see and actually do some of the jobs that you're doing here.
Yeah, absolutely. I do have some prior network freelancing experience as a TD, not as a director, but it was cool, but I had the opportunity to kind of take what I learned there from some really cool people and kind of make it our own in a way.
We're all very proud of the product that is turned out here on JTV Sports. Amazing. So obviously you're proud of that, but I'm curious, what overall, what are you most proud of about your job, what you do here at JTV?
Well, that's a difficult question.
You try to make difficult questions.
Obviously, the building of our production trailer was really cool, and I brought a little bit of a clip of kind of what the structure of the trailer looked like when it was stripped down. Absolutely nothing, and this will loop. But yeah, I mean, we basically kind of made it from scratch. We got a trailer and we built everything. It was just a really cool project for me because it was kind of the first thing that I built that I could really call, like ours in a way,
I think that really is a great example that this isn't something we just bought off the shelf. You built it from scratch.
Yeah, and it was really
Amazing.
cool, and it was definitely not just me. It was from the help of all the other staff here, and you and Karen, Andy, and Joe. It wouldn't be possible without you guys. So
It's meet the staff. So we want to know a little bit more about you besides the work you're doing. What about you? Where did you come from? How did you get to JTV?
Well, very similar to David, actually, in a way. I interned here in high school and did kind of a dual enrollment practicum sort of thing with the Career Center.
Mm-hmm.
And then went away for college, and then eventually moved back in this area, and I've been working here ever since.
We just sucked you right back. You just couldn't be away. You loved working here as a high school kid so much.
Yeah.
You had a busy high school and college career. You played sports in addition to getting a great education. Where'd you go to school?
I spent my first 2 years at Glen Oaks Community College, where I played some junior college baseball, and then transferred to Spring Arbor, where I studied broadcasting and film and video production.
Perfect, because we do baseball and
Yeah.
live production.
How about that? That works out.
You brought some photos. You've got hobbies.
I do, believe it or not. I love to golf. I do a lot of golfing. I wish I was golfing right now. Other than that, I love to snowboard. Snowboarding.
No kidding.
This time of year, obviously, it's ideal.
Huh.
That's kind of my winter hobby. I spend a lot of time with my girlfriend, Gracie. Her and I spend quite a bit of time together. That's a good picture of us at a wedding that we attended this summer.
Very nice.
And my niece and nephew take up quite a bit of my time. That's my nephew, Airborne, right there.
That's his name, Airborne?
No, no, he's in the air. That's great. That's funny, Brandon, isn't it? Yeah, that's Grayson. And then my niece is her name is Noah. And that is Gracie and I holding her on her first birthday.
Oh, how cute.
Yeah, so they take up quite a bit of my time too.
Nice. So where do you snowboard?
Usually around Gracie's area. There's
Oh.
quite a few resorts around
Western
her.
Michigan?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they have a lot more snow right now.
Do you have a Burton snowboard?
I did. It's funny that you say that. I have a ride snowboard now, but I did have a
Ah.
Burton snowboard, yes.
Well, my family's from the town that invented snowboards.
Really?
Manchester, Vermont, where the Burton snowboards, Jake Burton himself lived and created snowboard and created havoc in the ski industry.
That's pretty cool.
True story,
I did
yeah.
not know that, yeah.
Awesome. We have people that really, I think, enjoy their job. I know you do. What would you say is the funniest thing that's happened to you in your job here at JTV?
It would be impossible for me to kind of pinpoint one thing. I have a really good time working here, probably a little bit too much fun sometimes.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, the funniest thing.
There's just too many to choose from.
I don't think I could. I wish you would have asked me that before, because
No.
I definitely could have thought on it. But
Could be impromptu. I'll tell you what, next year, you'll have an answer. Thanks for coming in and being on Meet the JTV staff.
thank you so much for having me.
We love having you here. Director and technical director and sports impresario, Austyn Curtis on Meet the JTV staff. We're